This week on 3D Archery, special episode 2017, the year in review. Hey everybody, and welcome to 3D Archery. Well, another year in the books of 3D Archery. We're growing slowly. You know, big changes for me in my personal life that affected my archery, but life is good. And you know what? I got a fake fireplace and a fake studio. I do it in my basement. You can hear the heater going on. It is a Friday afternoon, and it is approximately like 2 degrees outside. So I'm in my basement, got my fake fireplace on with my heater, so if you see me put my hand here, it's because my fingers are getting cold. Alright, so I wanted to take 3D Archery to the next level, and you know, everybody says that, you know, what does it mean? What does the next level mean? You know, some people want to make a living off it, you know, do things like that. You know what, I'm pragmatic for one, and I know that's not going to happen, alright? There's no money in it, but that's okay, because this isn't about money for me, this is about the love of archery. I just love it, I enjoy it, it gives me balance, alright? So I want to spread the word, because I think archery, the 3D Archery in particular that I really enjoy, is awesome for everybody, and if we can get more people into it, the better for it. Alright? So what I'm going to do, the past few years, I used to give out like the best shot award, and I put it in my video, and that was it. And then this year, I realized, you know what, I got to do something different, got to make it better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give out awards, I'm going to make plaques and mail it to the club, something they can put up. So what, they got a plaque from 3D Archery. It doesn't matter that much, you know, it's not, ooh, look, we got a plaque from Greg. But it's something. I want to reward those guys that took the time to make the shoot or a shot something special. You know, so it's not so much for the club, but it's for that person. And they'll all go, yeah, look, somebody appreciated that. And that's what I'm hoping to get. So the first year doing this, it's going to be limited in scope. I'm just going to do just shots and one other subject. But in 2018, with your help, I'd like to expand it. If you viewers, the 3D Archery family, go to a shoot and you see a shot that, man, this is awesome. Take a picture of it, film it if you can, shooting it, write a description and send it to me, all right? And we'll put it in, I'll look at it at the end of the year, we'll put it all together, and then we're going to hopefully have more. So the best shot awards I can give out are the ones that I went to. I'm not doing any past ones, it's only ones that I go to this year. And I'd like to have some from you guys. And maybe I'll make an episode where I'll put all the top nominees up, I'll let you guys vote, and we'll give out the awards like that. Alright, because I want to engage the viewers, make us more like a family. Get things together so you can feel a part of 3D Archery. While researching this episode, I was looking up a lot of information about my channel, and that, you know, YouTube, which you may not know, has a lot of tools that you can use. Now, like anybody else, I can use them. I also keep track of every course I've been to. Notes on them, things like that. And this is what I come up so far in total. 3D Archery has been to 64 different club-run archery courses, 3D archery courses. Right? We've been to 3 public courses. 1 public course that's open to the public, or a private course I should say. 1 private course open to the public, and 1 private course that's closed to the public. We've been to 6 archery festivals, and we've shot 3D Archery in 8 different states. Those are Connecticut, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Missouri, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island. Right? And I'm hoping to get a couple more states in. I'm hoping to hit Vermont this year, maybe one in Maine, try to spread out a little bit. Right? So here's some interesting facts we'll cover up next about 3D Archery in 2017. So 3D Archery in 2017. Well, in total, this is about a week out. I had 5,660 plus subscribers. Right? And using the YouTube, like I told you, I broke some things down. So who watches 3D Archery? Well, they made this really cool demographic right here on who watches 3D Archery. So you can see actually who does really watch 3D Archery. Right? And the other one I was wondering, from what countries do these people come from? Well, guess what? They got that too. Here's a breakdown of where people who watch 3D Archery, from what country they're watching it from. Right? Here's the ones with the most people, right? You can see the United States and the United Kingdom, probably because, well, habla español? No. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? No. Parlez-vous français? No. Parlez italiano? No. I speak English, so it's just easier for everybody, right? And here is the countries with the least amount of people watching. All right, so I got to work on those. All right, the other one I was wondering, what countries have the most subscribers? Well, obviously, according to this one, it's pretty much parallels the most views, right? So, which countries have the least subscribers? Boom! Thing about the least subscribers, there's a whole bunch of zeros. These are the ones with the singles. And I really get the biggest kick out of this one because, you know, in these countries, there's that one guy or girl. Let's just say person. How's that? One person that's subscribed to my channel. You rock. All right? I just get the biggest kick out of that. So the two big ones that I really like is what is my top 10 most watched videos. And here they are right here. So now you can see by looking at this, well, did you watch them? You know, how do you compare? And for me, when I look at it, I'm like, I wonder why they watched it. What did I do in that video that so many people wanted to watch it, right? And then this one, next one up, is the 10 most liked videos, the ones which people gave thumbs up. And again, I'm always asking myself, well, what did we do? How can I duplicate that? You know, how can I replicate that? Things like that. Duplicate, replicate, same word, I know. Right here, okay? All right, up next, we're going to look at 2017 in detail. All right, everybody, in 2017, now this is some cool stuff to me. We had 3,288,143 minutes of viewing. That's how much time people watch the videos. We had 483,000 views. Almost 500,000 views, not bad. I received 6,176 likes, that's pretty good, and 241 dislikes, right? I received 1,124 comments, pretty good. You know, they always tell you to engage the audience and things like that. I'm not the most engaging guy, so I do apologize. I try to answer most of you, all right, I really do. And I had 796 shares. Thank you very much, all 700 of you. Right? Now, for subscribers, I had 2,333 new subscribers. But I lost 438. So thank you for the one. And what did I do wrong for the others? So that was a total net gain of 1,890 subscribers. So that's how we stacked up for the basic views. Now, how did we do? Or what did we do in 2017? Well, that's what we're going to cover next. All right, boys and girls, in 2017, 3D Archery went to 20 different shoots in 3 states. New York, we did 12 shoots. Connecticut, we did 6 shoots. And in Pennsylvania, we did 2 shoots. Right? This year, we visited 6 new locations. The Deerfield Fish and Game, up by Albany, New York. Pine Valley 3D, up by Albany, New York. The Guilford Sportsmen's Association in Connecticut. The Pawtucket Archers in Connecticut, and then we went to the Pennsylvania Bull Hunters Festival, obviously, in Pennsylvania, and finally we went to STAR, the Sawmill Traditional Archers Rendezvous, which is also held in Pennsylvania. Right? One of the neat things that I like, we had one subscriber, Jeremy, travel 1,200 miles to come shoot with us. I am greatly flattered and honored, and he's a good shot and a great guy, and if I could get him to do voiceovers, I would have like 1 million subscribers. The guy has the perfect voiceover voice. When we were shooting, I said it all the time, man, you got to do voiceovers because you have the perfect voice. All right, not to get sidetracked. Also in 2017 was my first year that I tried field archery, thanks to Tim, and I did it at Pawtucket Archers. You know, it's interesting. I can see how it can be addictive and fun, right? And we're going to probably do it a few more times next year. I competed in several tournaments. Did pretty good. My archery is slowly increasing. You know, I had this climb, but now my climb it's much lower grade of progress. Right? I took second in the past President's 300. I lost by a single shot, and it was on the last shot, and I just blew it. My own fault. I took first in the Mid-Hudson Open, which is a 450 tournament. Cool things we did. We published our very first video by a contributor from another country, Norway, because man, that was one gorgeous shot up there in the fjords and all that, right? And a big thing for me is I built my first laminated bows. I built 2 of them. First one last little bit, blew up on me. I learned a big lesson about fades on that one. And my second one is still going strong, and I have to say, yes, it's a long bow, and I'm a recurve guy. I just love this bow. I just can't believe that I built a bow that shoots so well, right? It's just flat out amazing to me. And then some other things we did, we gave away a bunch of gear. I gave away a Samick Sage, a Selway bow quiver, went to Brazil. I gave out some IBO scorecards that went to Poland, and I gave out other gear. And I'm sending it all across the world and all that. I think that's cool, and I got more gear to give away in 2018. All right? So up next, we're going to cover another subject. Man, I just got like tons of stuff coming out here, don't I? All right, everybody, so more babbling, right? Let's look forward to 2018, you know, because you always want to take it to the next level, don't you, Greg? Taking it up. Let's move it up. Always going up. Always going up. Never stopping. Never going back. Yada, 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 yada. All right. 2018. The big thing for 2018 is I'm going to go back to HR. Jeff's going to be there. Tim's going to be there. We're trying to get a group of us. So if you're going to go to HR and you want to shoot with us and really see how good we are, or you want to insult us or maybe fight me, that's fine. Life is good. Let me know. We'll meet up, all right? I have no problem shooting with anybody. I like shooting with other people because I usually learn something when I shoot with other people. All right? But the big thing we're trying to do is we're trying to bring Grizzly Jim to America and have him go to ETAR. Met Grizzly Jim. The other big thing, which I'm really pumped about, is I'm going to run my first archery event. You know, I got a local club that I joined, Tyogi Bowman, and they were gracious enough to allow me to do this. I pitched it to them. I told them what I want to do and my goals. So what is this archery event? Well, I'm going to call it the Hudson Valley Extreme Archery Challenge. It's going to be August 19th at Tyogi Bowman in Hyde Park, New York. All right? It's going to be cool. It's going to have all different things. Obviously, it's going to be an extreme archery challenge. But it's going to be more than that. You're going to do all types of competitions. You're going to do trick shots, skill shots, fun shots. You're going to do a 300 end. You're going to do a field end outside. You're going to do a hunter end outside. You're going to do an Olympic archery end, shooting just like Brady Ellison, right? I got shots, all different types. The William Tell shot, shooting an apple off somebody's head, a moving target. I have a timed shot. How many arrows can you shoot in so many seconds shot? I call it the Lars Anderson shot. I have all different ones. I'm going to try to make it fun. So if you can come to that, I think you're going to have a great time. Now, the other things that we're going to do in 2018 is I'm going to enter some more competitions, right? I'm entering one in January. I'm going to shoot my homemade bow, see how well that goes. And then the final thing is I'm going to try to build a recurve over the winter. I built what's called a longbow is called a semi-recurve. Some people call it a hybrid. It's not a pure longbow. But I'm going to try to build an actual recurve bow, so I'm pretty pumped about that. All right, boys and girls, that's enough babbling. So let's get down to the awards that I'm going to give out for 2017. All right, everybody, the awards. Remember, these are only ones that I went to. And next year, while you're out there shooting this year, if you see a shot, you're like, man, this is awesome. Picture, that's minimum. Video be preferred, right? Description and contact information. And I'll look at it, and maybe they'll win next year. Now, this is not in order of cool or anything like that. Actually, I think I went, alphabetical order. All right? Not a whole lot of winners, because I'm trying to make it, not just given out. I hate things that are just given out, in today's world. So the first one up, you can see this picture here. Now, it doesn't look like much, right? But I love this. It's from the Highwood Sportsman's Club up in Saugerties, New York. It's the family of bears. Now, this is their basic setup. What they do, though, they change it up. But what I love about it, see those two baby bears? Those are actually javelina targets. And they painted them and worked them and made them look like baby bears. Now, they put them in all different ones. They had them in one shoot, the babies were there and had a log going across them, so you barely had the bullseye open, and then mom was like standing behind him guarding him, and you had to shoot him like that. The reason I'm giving them the Best Shot Award, because, you know, they didn't have to do this. They took a target, modified it for our benefit. And for that, I'm greatly thankful for. And Highwood Sportsman's Club, thank you very much for taking the time to make a really neat target setup. All right, our next one, we're going to go to Pennsylvania, to the Pennsylvania Bow Hunters Festival. Right now, these guys, they claim they're the oldest 3D archery shoot in the country and one of the oldest gatherings of archers in the nation. And there are a lot of things. It's not a 3D archery shoot, it's a fair. It is like, it's on a fairgrounds. It's just a massive gathering of a couple thousand people, right? And two things that they had, which was just totally awesome. And the first one, you can see right here, is the running deer. Now, everybody has the moving deer target. It's nothing special. But these guys, their deer was one, really cool looking, and it was a 30-yard shot. And this deer could go from a crawl to an Olympic sprinter speed. And when that baby did the Olympic sprinter speed, that was fun, right? And the guy inside can control it, and they're really good about it. They let kids control it. And the deer not only would just go one way, it'd go down, turn around, come back. So it'd go down, it'd actually sit in place, turn, face the other direction, and go back. So it's always running forward. That was great. And at an Olympic sprinter speed, that was one tough shot. All right? That was one. Now the other one, which is the first I've seen, which is a lot of fun, and that was the flying birds. You can see here, right here, this was awesome. Those babies would spin. And for me, it was neat because I don't usually do that type of shooting. And it's all about finding your timing. And, you know, people say you can't gap shoot. Oh, I gap shot it. I knew where my gap had to be. But for me, it was finding when to release, you know. And the more I relaxed, the better I did. But those two, the running deer and these awesome flying birds, deserve, with ease, Best Shot Awards. So congratulations to the Pennsylvania Bow Hunters Festival for earning 2 Best Shot Awards in 2017. All right, our next one up is the Southside Rod and Gun Club up in Saugerties, New York. Now I'm going to deviate off script here for a second. Around Saugerties, New York is some of the best 3D courses. I'm telling you, there's like 4 or 5 courses. I don't know what's in the water up there, but it's just flat out incredible. They're some of my favorite courses around. Right? Southside Rod and Gun Club is the first one that really got me. And in this first target, you can see right here, the beaver by the waterfall. This became a quest. When I was first doing the 3D archery, people were telling me, Greg, you got to go, there's a club in here and it has this beaver at the base of a waterfall. It's the most awesome shot. And I searched and never found it. And then one guy gave me a tip and I went and I found it, and let me tell you, you ever have in life where the hype never matched reality? Not in this one. The hype matches reality. The day I went was right after a big rainstorm, so it was a massive, the waterfall was just massive amounts of water coming down. It's in a depression. So the water would come down here. The target's here. The water would go around in a U shape and come back, right? And there's a waterfall here and here. There's 3 waterfalls, and you sat on the outside of the depression, shot in the depression. That was one of the coolest shots ever, and it's still one of my all-time favorites. And the other one they get is, I've seen this in Europe, and this is the first time I've seen it done here, but they took so much time. This picture right here shows you, it's the campground. There's a campground. You got a bear, or multiple bears, they've done in some, raiding it. And what makes it so incredible to me is the detail they put in. They made a fire pit. They actually put out firewood. They put a pan next to the fire, a lantern on the tree. They had somebody's sleeping bag hanging up. They had a cooler. It was the little things that you find in an actual campsite that made it so cool for me. And that's the 2 Best Shot Awards that I'm giving out to the Southside Rod and Gun Club in Saugerties, New York. Our next winner goes to the Sawmill Traditional Archers Rendezvous out in Pennsylvania. You know, this one here, I'm telling you, anytime you put a target up in a tree, it's cool. And most people only have 1. Well, they took it to the next level and they put 2. And the second one, you know my weakness, was a turkey. And as you can see here, that was cool. Now when we did it, it was raining. So my feathers were gone. You know, and that's when I don't like those shots, but I love those shots. Because you don't have confidence with no feathers. But if you tune your arrows and you're shooting a bow with tuned arrows, you don't worry about it. And I knew it. I knew if I just did my shot cycle right, I was going to hit them. And I did. Thank God. But that's so cool. 2 animals up high in a tree, a mountain lion, cougar, puma, whatever you want to call them, and a turkey. That was one awesome setup. Now the next one that I'm giving to them, another double, is they had a canoe shot. As you can see from the video here. This is cool. You go down, they paddle you around, and you can tell them to go faster, slower, and they have a pond, and all on the outside of the pond is targets, and they paddle, and as you go by, and you can shoot. That was cool. So now I can say I shot my bow from a canoe, right? So those are the 2 for the Sawmill Traditional Archers Rendezvous. The cougar and turkey in a tree, and the canoe shots. Congratulations to Star. You're the same people that put on HR. You have great shots all the time, but congratulations on earning 2 Best Shot Awards. All right, the next one up is the club that I belong to, so it's, you know, you can say, well, it's biased. They actually got it before I gave it to them. But when I first went to this course, I fell in love with these 2 right here. And the first one is this one here. It's the shot through the tree. It's the second shot of a course. Now think about this. You're on a 3D course, and in the second shot of the course, you got to put an arrow through a tree and hit a deer. Now that is what I call cool. They don't give you no time to warm up and get used. No, they put your feet to the fire right off the bat. You know, and this is a fun shot, and it's a challenging shot because when you go up there and you get your arrow, you're going to see so many arrows stuck in the tree. And yes, I've hit the tree too. Because if you let that tree get in your mind, guess what you're going to hit? The tree. So that's always a fun one. And the second one, I have to thank Scott who built this, because this is what I'm talking about, people. Why just put a target out there? That's what drives me crazy. Oh, let's put a target out there and you go, there you go, there's your shot. You know, it just shows that you didn't put a whole lot of effort into it. But Scott took the time and he made this one. It's called Gotta Go. He built an outhouse. He even put shoes, pants, and all that in there. The door even works. And the bear's attacking it. This is a great shot. Not only is it so awesome in its appearance, but it's a long distance shot. And if you miss, behind it is a bunch of scrub and thorn bushes. So finding your arrow can be a real pain. And yes, I've lost arrows out there, right? So that is a great way. That shot, every time I see it, I smile. So congratulations, Ty Yogi, on getting 2 Best Shot Awards. And the next up, and our final one, goes to the Wardokill Rod and Gun Club in Hopewell Junction. This is by George. And George, I met him at a shoot. George is a great guy. He watches the videos, and he's just like me. He likes to have fun and make challenging shots. And he's done a couple. And I was going to do one, but I can't find no pictures of it. So unfortunately, I can't give it to you for that one. Because, I mean, I can talk about it, but I want you to see it. But this one here, I love. He had to see it on video, and you can see it right here. You got to shoot in, put it in the tube, it turns at a nice angle and goes into the target. Now, the first time we went and seen this, I brought my 1960s fiberglass bow, 30 pounds, right? And I'm like, ah, and I shot pure instinctive, went right in. My wife, which you don't see in the video, we're done. She goes, oh man, you suck. Love you too, honey. All right. So then we go back to another time, and the second time we're there, and I have a different bow. And she's like, oh, my husband, Mr. Yang, he hit it first try. I walked up, nailed it first try again. Sometimes you get lucky. It's not that I'm a good shot. You get lucky. But I just love because it just drove my wife crazy. But that's a great one. George had one up in a tree. He also did some other neat ones. He built special animals, but George is on the ball. And Wardokill, you got a great asset in George, and I hope you guys appreciate it. All right, so those are my Best Shot Awards. Now this one here, I'm giving out because I was just blown away by it. I am a fanatic about signage on a course and professional looking courses. All right, and this here from Eric and Ellie, good friends, Outdoor Adventures, I believe it is. Nice YouTube channel. They make movies. I make videos. They make movies. And they belong to Suffolk Archers. And this is one of their signs. Look at the quality. That costs money. That took time. That is gorgeous. That right there tells you you're at a professional course. And for that, you guys get an award. I got to give it a name. I don't know what to call it yet. All right, but I'm going to mail you out something. Eric, Ellie, please get me the address for the club so I can mail it to them. All right, that is beautiful. All right, everybody, that's it for 2017. It was a fun year, a lot of shooting. I'm starting to get my shot cycle to where I can see the potential for greatness, because I shot my first 25 out of 25 ever, and I didn't do it in practice. I did it in competition, which is a pressured environment, and I had a lot of fun. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget, if you're out at a shoot and you think this is a killer shot or something that you think whoever set that up should be recognized for, let me know, and we'll see what we can do for it, all right? Congratulations to the clubs for winning your Best Shot Awards. I will be starting making your plaques. I'll hopefully have them out by the end of February. If you don't get them by March, write me in the comments, all right, and I'll make sure I get it to you. All right, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being a member of the 3D Archery family. And I'll see you next time with an all-new episode of 3D Archery. Now warm my hands up by the fire. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love warm.